Hello and welcome to the video about how the MyStatLab works. So when it comes to a Monday, that's when the MyStatLab homework is due. So you should first go and watch my video lectures. So I'll always put a link there to the lecture for each section. So you can go and watch that video.
Hi.
As you can see, my hair and my background has changed a little bit since then. But the math definitely has not changed, so that's going to be the same. Okay, so you can watch the video for each section and then be ready to do the MyStatLab homework or MyMathLab homework. So you can just type in MyMathLab or MyStatLab. They're interchangeable, and it'll take you to Pearson. So click on that. And if you already have an account, then sign in, or if you don't have an account, then say student access. And this part, are you using LMS? Just say no, which just means go down here. So you need the instructor's course ID. That is in the syllabus. So let me just bring that up, go over here to the syllabus, and I'm just going to copy it so I don't have to type it. So lowercase Perkins 23964. And then you need an email address and a way to pay for it. Here's a little tip, temporary access. So when you get to the pay part, then there's going to be a button for temporary access. So that way you can use it for the first 14 days for free. So I would suggest that you do that, because if you try it out and you realize, oh, I don't actually want to take this as an online class, I want to take this as an in-person class, then you haven't paid for the MyMathLab, and so you don't lose any money. So at the end of 14 days, they will tell you you do need to pay for it, and if it's gone past 14 days, they will lock your account until you pay for it. All of your work is saved. You don't have to worry about that. After you pay for it, then it is opened up again. Okay, so you put I'm ready to register, and then I need to put that Perkins 23964, and then continue. And because I already have an account, it wants me to sign in. Okay, so the cheapest option is the $99.99, so definitely go for the cheapest option if you're paying for it yourself. You can also get an access code, so if you have financial aid through Hartnell, you can go to the bookstore, you buy the access code, and it'll be something like this. You open it up and then you go here and you type in the code. So if you have financial aid, definitely get it from the bookstore. If you do have to pay for it yourself, this $99.99 is the cheapest option. So I'm not going to click on that now, because that's just going to take me to the payment page. But on that payment page, again, it'll say temporary access, so you can use it the first 14 days for free. Okay, once you are signed up, then I need to sign in again. Excuse me. So then you'll choose the Math 13 for the spring of 2025. And what I do is I just go to assignments. So hopefully you have watched my video lecture for section 1.1, taken some notes, and then you're ready to do the homework for section 1.1. So you just click on that, and then here's the questions. It might look like a lot, but some of these questions are just really fast. Another important thing is I made it so that you can try as many times as you want. So if you try a question, oh, by the way, all of their questions use a little pop-up window like this. So if you don't see a pop-up window, then you, at least for me, because I'm using Google Chrome, then there would be a little marker up here on the right side that would say block up popped, and just click on that and say allow pop-ups from Pearson. So there will be a pop-up window like this with the question, and then you can read the question, and then I'm pretty sure the answer is A, and it says no, try again. So you can then, and all it did was shuffle the order of the answers. They're the same answers, they just shuffled the order, and then you can try again. And you can keep trying until you get it right and you get 100%. Okay, so some other things on here. So there is get more help, tech help. Don't use that. That would be like if, I don't know, just don't. But one important one is ask my instructor. So if you want to ask me a question from the homework, definitely use ask my instructor, because then it's going to send me a copy of exactly what you were looking at. And then you can say, I don't understand why they got a 7 right here, or whatever your question is. But please use this, because if you just email me and ask me a question from this homework, well, when I open it, it might look different than the question they gave you. So please use this so I can see exactly what you were looking at. There's also the textbook. So it will open up the textbook and take you to that particular section. So we were working on section 1.1, and so you can take a look at the textbook. And of course, you can make it bigger so you can see the whole thing, etc. So you could read the definitions and examples there. Another thing, and basically the get more help, each question, these are really simple questions right now, so there isn't that much extra help other than the textbook. But let me see if I can find one that might take a little more math. I might even have to, yeah, I might have to open a different chapter, because this particular section has just basic questions. Let me try, I'll just try this one. Okay, I'm almost there. Hold on. So here you can see now they have more stuff. There's an animation to basically show you an example and explain. And then there's also times when it will say view an example. So it's basically going to make a similar question and take you through step by step and explain what it is that they're trying to get to, what point they're trying to get to. And then when you finish that, and actually what I do when I use this, which I actually do use this sometimes because someone will ask a question and I have to go and look at how they were explaining it to answer that person's question. So when I do it, I tell it to print it so that I can just see the whole thing at once rather than have to do that step by step. But anyway, it explains it, and then once you're done with that, you close it, and then this question is very similar. So that's helpful whenever that's available. So that's the view my example, help me solve this. So view an example and help me solve this are basically the same thing. They both take you step by step through the problem, and then they give you one that's similar for the homework question. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to show you is over here with the multimedia library. So if you go to the multimedia library and you say, okay, I'm working on chapter 2, I'm working on section 2.3, and then find, oops, I forgot to select all. You put select all and then say find, and then they show you everything that they've made for that particular section. So there's videos on if you just need to know dot plot, which I cover in my lectures, but here's more examples. So there's the multimedia library, there's videos, there's PowerPoints, there's like some longer videos, some shorter videos. So that's basically everything that the publisher has made. All right, so that's about it for the assignment. Notice that they're always due at 11:59 on a Monday. So these are due on Monday, February the 3rd. And then after that, it's basically 2 sections per week. And so once you finish that, then I will just import that into Canvas, and that'll be the homework grade. So when you look at your grades, oh, hold on. That's going to show everybody's name, so I can't show that. But anyway, when you look at the grades, then you'll see your grade imported from the MyMathLab. All right, that's it. Please let me know if you have any questions.